What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. As we last left off, I remember we were going to speak to Anarch? Leave the court and go to the Boston Anarchs, that's the one. I'm stuck in a light.
There you are.
Hilda.
I'm sorry I wasn't here to meet you when you got back. I was busy.
Where did she go?
Everyone's got their priorities, I guess. It's not like I've been waiting for hours.
Oh, please. You're always asking for more space. You're going to complain about me giving you space now?
I'm sorry, I hoped for a little bit of support from you.
You haven't asked for any since you threw me out of your life.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? We never...
Broke up? It's been 30 years, Amem.
What? I don't remember.
Come on. I get the feeling we need to clear up a few things.
Yeah.
Apparently so. 30 years since the broke up.
Come on. Tell me what's going on.
The Warlocks. I knew their library would leave a mark.
Memory
They fucked
magic.
with my head.
So, if I understand right, you have no memory of our breakup.
No. None whatsoever. I don't understand how it's even possible.
The Tremere.
Yeah, the Tremere. There's no doubt about it. But how? And why? If only I could have spoken to them.
There's a reason the Warlocks have a bad reputation.
And you said it's been 30 years?
More or less.
That seems like forever. And then again, the blink of an eye for us.
Believe me, it's been a long 30 years.
I should tell her about the memories. I should tell her about the memories. Why not?
When I was there, with the Tremere, I saw things, glimpses of the past. It was like I was reliving certain episodes of my past.
What exactly did you see?
My attack.
I saw my attack with the Knights. I need to know. What happened after that? Did they pay for what they did to me?
It's a long story, Mem. And it's not really a happy one.
That's all the more reason. I want to know what happened. It's my memory, not some game.
Exactly. I don't want to see you suffer again. I won't allow it.
But it's not your choice. It's not you we're talking about, it's me. I can't just sit here not knowing.
I won't tell you a thing.
Hilda, please.
I said no. There's no point in insisting.
Fine. Whatever you want.
That's it.
That's all.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I can't imagine how upsetting it must have been.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me.
I'm going to leave now.
I'm sorry. I've got to go. I need to take some time to process all of this. The prince is sending me out on another task. I can't screw up.
What kind of task?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. Hazel made that exceedingly clear. If she thinks things are better like that, I believe her.
For God's sake, Amem, I'm your sire. You should trust me, not that snake in the grass.
Personally, I've never had anything bad to say about Hazel.
Unlike me. Is that it? You'd be singing a different tune if you knew what I know.
If I knew what?
Nothing. You wouldn't believe me anyways.
She said too much. I pissed her off. Let's go pissed her off.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. I'm sorry. You're right, you're my sire, I should believe you. And I do. We good? Would you tell me what you know? Please.
Seriously, you don't think you're laying it on a little too thick?
Not at all.
You can be such a pain sometimes. Hazel's a smart woman. She knows what she needs to do to get what she wants. And she wants you.
That's going too far.
You think it's an honor, but you should really be worried. Hazel never does anything she's not sure she'll benefit from, which means she's got ways to make you bend to her will. She's careful to hide her secrets from you, safe behind her herald. Tonight could be your last chance to discover them. Very well. Let's move on. You're right. You should go get some rest, and do think over what we've discussed. Promise me you'll be careful.
I'll try.
So leave the court and go see the Boston Anarchs, and continue exploring the place before leaving. Take the elevator in April Bosley's office to go to the prince's apartment. Oh, well, if I can remember how to get to April's office. That's to leave. I don't know if it's just me, the game seems darker. Right. That would explain. My brightness was turned all the way down. I can actually see what's going on there. So, do I get through it through walking?
Do you think we have time to just laze around? You need to be fast and effective. Destroy anything we don't need. Keep what's important. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Miss Bosley.
You're a good kid, Lazarus. I need a drink. Now, shake a leg.
Old hag. All right, you heard her. Double time. I'm gonna go get a drink soon.
What do we do if the hunters show up?
That's good. That too. And that. What's that? ID card? 1963? Obsolete. Hey, Mem. Sorry, we're a little busy here.
Can tell.
I've got cramps. I'm so tired.
They are working to destroy all of it. But let's go. Journey. I think we've already read that.
Mem, there you are. I've been looking for you for hours. Where have you been?
Do I know you?
Ha, yeah, you're a real comedian. Seriously, where have you been?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we've ever met.
What the hell? What's the matter with you?
Shit. My little visit to the Warlocks. I think it left a mark. I'm sorry, I'm really confused.
You're fucking kidding me? Mem, we've always been there for each other. You're my twin flame.
I don't remember.
What a fucking nightmare. What's going on? We were... Damn it. I'm sorry, I have to think.
So she, like, they have taken quite a bit from her. By the looks of things. I also want to see what that trait does. Allies are in short supply. Traits. Minus 10 to the next experience cost for the social attribute. Minus 20 to the next experience cost for the social attribute. Looks like social is going to be going on. There's Bosley's office.
I'd better hurry.
We'll go to the prince's apartment from here. Prince's apartment.
Direct route to the prince's apartments. April plays the guard dog. The swan's nest. I hope it's worth it.
My dear Dejan, you know the high regard I have for your advice, and even the higher value I place on your on our special arrangement. That is why I ask you to carry out the task we discussed yesterday, a task that you were extremely reluctant to undertake. I appreciate your objections, but Hartford Chantry is our best option right now. When I say right now, it's because I'm counting on the situation changing. A change yourself would be part to in the interest of my projects. I cannot reveal the details, especially in writing, but keep in mind that I know where you are from and what your ancestors went through. Hartford is nothing more than a means, a tool. A tool can be replaced. Help me, and when the time comes, I'll help you. Fondly, Hazel Iverson, Prince of Boston. What's this? Club business cards. Restore 5 willpower.
Didn't know Hazel was into music.
BFDAC. BFDAC. Not half bad at either. My prince, I've passed your request for more information about Mr. Underwood onto Jason Moore. I can only congratulate you for taking such an initiative. I've observed a steady increase in Mr. Underwood's contacts with mortals around the globe, particularly in South America and India. He's very secretive, but he hides his financial transactions better than his contacts. He has the need to control everything at all times and uses every channel at his disposal to keep up with the latest news. Like most blue bloods, he is a workaholic who trusts no one but himself. Since he became Gail Bizori's child, the family business he inherited has grown into a vast, sprawling network that controls the sugar industry from production to sales. He has often flouted the rules of the Masquerade. I suspect he has even gone against many of our principles on several occasions. In any case, without being able to prove it, I wouldn't be surprised. At court, Mr. Underwood is a veritable fox. He knows how to increase his influence, especially since Mr. Bizori has taken a step back. In fact, he's the most prominent member of your clan, after yourself. But he also has close ties to the members of your primogen, Hilda McAndrews in particular, but also to a lesser extent Richard Dunham. The interdependence he has cultivated, struggle there, makes him a threat to your interest. It would be very easy for him to bypass your authority if he felt like it. He has many ways of applying pressure. I do not mention here the business of other members who are dependent on his goodwill, but I am enclosing several documents showing these connections. Your devoted servant, Caius Leto.
I've always found swans very moving. They're beautiful, but full of melancholy. It's a nice symbol. I get the feeling something's missing.
Me too. Looks like we're going to have to find something to put in there. Okay, so let's go down here and make a note. So BFDAC. Let's go here first. What's here? Secret passage ring.
It's Miley?
Let's not talk just yet. Read
Hazel
this.
had another child before Miley?
Destruction of
I had no idea. Seeing as how it ended, I'm not really surprised.
Erlance Cardiel. Details as per advance information, your child was found in a warehouse on Offenbach Street. The area is deserted. I entered the premises at approximately 2:20 a.m. When Erlance Cardiel saw me, he seemed to understand what was going on. At first he tried to negotiate, but when I knocked him down, he quickly got up and tried to escape. It was only after he was thrown against a wall that he really understood that only one of us would ever leave the hangar. His head hit a metal railing many times. He then stopped moving altogether. I went to get the gas cans I brought with me earlier after spraying gasoline all over the premises to set it on fire. Stayed there until the fire was over. Your child is now history.
I understand better now why Dijon never mentioned his sire.
My prince.
Always one step ahead.
My prince, my trip to New Orleans was not for nothing. I was able to learn a lot about Jan Siaka's past. He's the child of one Marie de Richet. If her name isn't familiar, that's to be expected. She is rather ordinary, but interestingly enough, she had ties to the Hartford Chantry. Indeed, not long after her unauthorized embrace, she was sentenced to final death by the Hartford Tremere. Her escape led her to Louisiana, where she met Siaka. She embraced him in a voodoo ritual that I didn't understand much about, but it seems that it left a deep impression on Mr. Siaka, who had been influenced by this magic throughout his existence. It appears that he's come to New England to settle a score with Hartford. I think we could use this to our own advantage, given the arrangements we envision. For example, we could make him part of the Boston court. It shouldn't be too hard for him to make him your puppet, especially if we promise to solve his problem. He could then be put in contact with the Chantry, perhaps a sleeper agent, or he could take on responsibilities while remaining our puppet. However, if Deneb Osborne were to discover what I've learned, Mr. Siaka's existence would undoubtedly be threatened. It's up to you to decide. However, I think that this is a golden opportunity that would be a shame to pass up. I plan to stay a few more days to clarify some points. I'm sending you this message for a reliable servant. I will then return to the court as soon as possible. J.D. We found the thing that goes on the podium. I feel like the podium will lead to the key, or at least I'm hoping. And the key will lead to the tunnel, and then we talk to Milo. Place stone swan here. And it was the key. Then we use the key, inspect, and then we go B, F, D, A, C.
That noise. Something moved.
Let's start off with this one.
So Hazel has her eye on my clubs. Ugh, politics. Always politics. What's her game? Is this how she thanks her allies?
Dear Jason, as Prince of Boston, you know I'm always looking for opportunities to expand my domain. A few of my counselors have brought an opportunity to strengthen our hold on Boston's nightlife to my attention. I'd like you to evaluate the acquisition of a number of venues. A specific list is attached to this letter. venues happen to currently be used by M.M. Louise, whom you do not know very well. She is one of our kind, but I ask you for your utmost discretion regarding this matter. Sincerely, Hazel.
That explains why Hazel's holding off on Fang's embrace. Underwood. What a creep.
My prince, I've heard that you fear the departure of my dear sire Gale of Bazori. Indeed, the progressive departure of the eldest amongst us is a matter of concern, especially when it involves such a loyal, viable element as Caleb. Nevertheless, I believe I have a way to keep him at your disposal for a while longer. My sire is rather infatuated with a promising young woman. He wishes to embrace her more than I have ever seen him desire anything. While you may ask why choose to have another child when you already have a child as accomplished as myself, I wouldn't dare comment on this subject myself and would join you in your question, so this Zhu Feng, as the objects of his desires, his names, should be formally presented to you very soon. You know how dear old Bazori stands on tradition. Of course, he will only embrace her when you've given him permission to do so. That is why I suggest you use some obscure excuse, such as overcrowding of Boston, for example, to stall for time. He will understand if there is anything Gale is good at, is understanding princes, even when they make decisions that go against his interests. Ask him for more time, postpone it, or even simply ignore his requests, and he will be all the more ready to prove his worth to you and to show you he deserves it. I also do not expect any form of compensation for this advice. The mere act of serving my prince in the court of Boston, and performing my duty, in short, is payment enough for me. Sincerely yours, Beryl Underwood.
Hazel said there was an accident, but it was actually an execution. If Alicia were to find out.
Dear Miss Iverson, it is with heavy heart that I confirm I've carried out your orders last night. Halsey is no more, so you have most certainly experienced less fear of new incidents. I've already made arrangements at the Institute for Leisure because I'm certain that she will be shocked and that she will become unwell. While I understand your reasons, with all due respect, I must warn you that Halsey's disappearance will not necessarily result in increased potential for Leisure to have visions. I will tell Leisha that there has been an unfortunate accident. If required, I will manipulate her memories to avoid the worst. You can count on my discretion. I will be tomb regarding this matter. Sincerely yours, Dr. R. Dunham. Can't remove the rest of the stuff to hide the fact that I've been in here. Let's go talk to Milo. Yeah. The only lead I have at the moment.
MM? Miley. That you?
Yeah. What are you doing here?
I don't know. Do I want to say Hazel sent me, or do I want to change the subject and see how she's doing? Let's say Hazel sent me.
Take it easy. Hazel sent me to get something for her. A file. Everything is fine. Alright?
Hazel. Oh. Okay. I trust you. But you have to leave. She doesn't like visitors.
It'll only take me a sec.
MM.
Does she know about Halsey?
Did you know about Leisha's kid? Did you know Hazel gave the order to destroy her?
It was necessary. Too many problems. She was dangerous.
Does she know about Hazel belonging to Caleb?
Hey. Hazel has no intention of letting Bazori embrace his retainer, does she?
How do you...
Doesn't matter. Answer the question.
She's scared. She'll lose an ally. She's all alone, MM.
That doesn't excuse her lies. Caleb deserves to know.
No. Hazel needs him. Especially now.
I'm all about my clubs.
Hazel's trying to buy out the Black Rattlers. Did you know?
Don't be angry, MM. It's not about you.
That remains to be proven. Why didn't she tell me?
Princes don't talk.
That's gonna have to change if she wants me to join her council.
Hazel does what she thinks is right. Not to hurt anyone. She's a good person, MM. For real. She's trying to protect us.
I hope you're right.
How's he trying to protect us? By taking over my clubs. By taking Glacia's child away. And by lying to Caleb. Well completed, bar. Get out of here. Let's go.
I should go. It's gonna be a long night.
Let's go.
First, the Anarchs. But I have to find them first.
Child are united, plus 10% success chance and persuasion tie. You decide to investigate the Prince of Boston. You discover the Prince of Boston's best kept secrets. Resonance bonus or specs. You could have discovered that Beryl Underwood and Caleb's Ghoul Su Feng were up to something. Beryl Underwood and Caleb's Ghoul. So he's given us some of her blood, his blood as well. You could have discovered a secret about your sire, Hilden McAndrews. No idea where that would have been. Leisure. Let's get Doppelganger. Words of Steel. Rhetoric. Yeah, I can't afford that. Let's get Rhetoric. Looks like we're in a vision.
Halsey? Yes, Mom. I'm here.
So that's strange, because that says Halsey's dead, and Halsey just replied. But that's 30 minutes, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you all for joining me. I've been Little Man. Oh, I've hit my mic. I've been Little Man Gaming. This has been Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. I hope you've enjoyed it, and you'll join me for the next one. Ta-ta for now.